So much for making it through the rain and joining us tonight. Lots of new faces, which is fantastic. So I personally have run the production company for 2 years. I work with lots of film people, Creative Minds Group, which houses places interns in 5 festivals around the world. So if you want to talk to me about that, let me know. We're also in talks with Pinewood to start up a film tech accelerator. So anyone who has any tech ideas around film, come and speak to me. And yeah, we'll hopefully be doing more of them sort of every 3 to 4 months, and then some hot topics and things like that. So this is Rob.
Hi. I'm Rob. I'm Z's partner in crime in this meetup organisation. I'd like to echo Z's comments. Thank you very much indeed for coming out tonight. It's great to see you all. Yeah, I'm in the production side. I do a lot of script reading. I like to try and connect people where I can.
Yeah.
I met Z in a meetup that goes in Soho a few years ago, and we've plotted and schemed ever since.
Exactly.
And yeah, and it should be a really interesting night. We've got 2 great speakers lined up to talk to you in a few minutes, and then just mingling and networking and schmoozing and enjoying the buffet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's welcome her speaker.
Yeah. This is Sasha Damjanovski.
Would you be so kind to wave at me around 9 minutes?
Yes, we will.
Because we only have 10 minutes apparently.
You can go over, it's fine. So
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wave at me at 10 and a half minutes.
Now we put the chairs out. People are expecting at least 15, so it's fine.
I was organized. I even wrote myself a little. Okay, right. How many of you here like pitching? Actually like pitching? That's a beautiful minority of people. Excellent. I'm assuming that the rest of you either don't like it or even actively hate it, which is fair, but it's wrong. So let's talk about pitching, because you should be in those people who raise their hands. Sorry, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex. What's your name, sir?
Marco.
Marco. And Stuart, I know. What's your name over there? Sorry.
Ruben.
Ruben, Marco, and Alex are in an Indian restaurant. And they are bitching about the business, which is what we do, isn't it? When we get together, oh, it's tough, man. Oh, there's no money. Oh, and BFI turned me down. Channel 4, oh, no, they're all this way, that way. BBC, oh, no, they're all too left wing, or too right wing, or too something wing. It's just like, oh man, it's terrible, isn't it? It's terrible. Yeah, let me have another bottle of wine here, because I'm so fucking broke. I mean, it's terrible. This business is terrible, right? Oh, and then the pitching comes up, and it's like awful. Oh no, pitching. I hate it. I hate selling myself. And I go, that's about right, isn't it, so far? Yes. I hate selling myself, and I hate going into that room and talking, and how can you summarize? I'm doing an interesting film here. I can't sell it in 2 lines. What the fuck? Come on. No, this is all, oh, pitching, da. Okay. An hour goes by, they're still going on about it, and eventually they move on to another subject. However, rewind about an hour or so. When they left this place, and they all felt hungry. And they're all hungry. And Alex says, oh, I fancy a bit of Indian. And Marco says, oh, I had Indian last night. I fancy Thai. Ruben, you like what, sorry?
Indian everywhere.
Okay, that's good. No, that's good. So Ruben goes, no, that's good. Ruben goes Indian, right? So Alex thinks she's winning, right? But Marco goes, no, guys, come on, no, I had it last night, da. So Alex goes, but there is a new Indian just around the corner. Yeah, but I know, still. No, but it's also, they have a special offer on Wednesday. What is today, Wednesday? They have special offer on Wednesday. Yeah, I know, but I had it last night, and I ate too much. Yeah, I know, but they also have a really nice new waitress, da, or something. What Alex is doing? She's pitching. She is trying to talk Ruben into having Indian again. And she doesn't think twice about it. And then when they go into the restaurant, they have a nice dinner so they can moan how terrible pitching is. Think about it. Pitching is not selling yourself. That's prostitution. Good money in it, but it's a crap job. Pitching is about me telling you about something I like, something I'm excited about. It's not about me. You're self-effacing, sir? Do you find yourself being a modest and self-effacing person?
Not really.
No? You're sort of more like, look at me, I'm good, yes. Very good, good for you. Good for you. It's not good for business, but good for you. But many people would try at least, and be self-effacing and modest and da-da. Yeah, sure. Okay, don't tell people you can play tennis better than Murray. But this is not about you. It's about a story that is killing you, that you have to tell. Somebody got hurt. Somebody got scared. Somebody else got happy, found love. You think there is no love? You watch my film, there is love in the world. You will see it. I'm not talking about me. I don't even care whether you like me. Because guess what? If that film makes it to cinema, and it better fucking does, when it gets to cinema, nobody will know who I am, nobody will care who I am. But they will want to be moved by that story. So let's talk about the story. Do you have a cat? Or a dog or something? Do you have a pet?
No.
No, not you. We're done with you. You are in the restaurant and you finally got convinced by Alex, who decided to pitch well. Sorry. No, you spoke before. What about you? Over there. Do you have a cat or a dog? Or a pet of any kind? Yes.
I've got a cat, yeah.
There you go. There you go. No matter how shy, you might be a shy person, I don't know you personally. You might be a shy person. You're not. Okay, that's fine. Okay, who here would own up to being a shy person? Now there's a brave act to do. There we go. There's a shy person. What's your name?
I'm Shaz.
You're Shaz. Your name matches the shyness. That's perfect. That's wonderful. Okay, so Shaz here is a very shy person. Do you have a brother or sister?
Yeah, brothers.
You have?
Loads.
Loads, brothers and sisters. Now, is it fair to say that if I asked you to talk to me, to tell me about your brothers and sisters, you wouldn't have a problem talking about them, even though you're shy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're talking about somebody you love, or somebody who drives you nuts, or somebody who, whatever, who owes you money. Doesn't matter. You are happy to talk about that, because that is the thing, or the person that hurts, or that makes you happy, or that makes you live. And that's what our projects are. When you get the no thank you, when you get the no thank you, when you get the another no thank you this week, when you get, whilst we enjoyed your work, it's not really for us. When you get, this is not a reflection on your talent. When you get, it's very difficult to explain why these things don't happen. And so on, when you're down, the thing that makes you alive, the thing that keeps you going, when everybody else around you says you are fucking insane, you should get a proper job and a mortgage and a wife or a husband and a dog and everything else, and all Shaz's brothers and sisters for dinner, you go, no, I'm gonna make this story. So think about it. If you have this passion, then why come to a pitch meeting with me and go, oh yeah, it's nice, it's a story about, well, it's difficult to explain. It's like a different person walked in. You just spent a year developing this thing and living in it and working on it and fighting for it. And suddenly it goes, it's nice. Well, it's not very good. It's an early draft. We will do more work. And you start apologizing before I decided that it's not good. You are making an assumption, and you are feeding me your assumption about your work. How insane is that? You wouldn't do it on a date. On a date you would go like, well, now of course you could go wrong way. You could go, I earn lots of money, which of course you don't. You're fucking filmmakers. But the point is, you will go on a date to impress. You will try at least. You will brush your teeth or something, Pitch is dating. Pitching is dating. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from here, is pitching is dating. Think of it as dating. Make an effort. And don't sell yourself cheap. Because if this story really is that shit, and if this story that you're pushing really is not very good, then why are you doing it? Choose a good one. Or get a job. And the other thing I would like to, am I okay on time?
Yeah, you're fine, pay for your business.
Very good. So, another thing I would like to say about pitching. There are two questions. Excuse me. When you go into a pitch meeting, there are two questions that the other party is going to answer by themselves, for themselves. Can anybody imagine what those two questions are? What are the two key questions that your pitching party, the people you're pitching to, is going to answer?
Am I willing to put money in this?
I'm going to make money from it.
Sorry?
I'm going to make money from it.
Sorry. Very good.
What's the bottom line?
What's the bottom line? Okay, you are kind of, all three of you are kind of going along the same line. I like to think of it, and you can agree or disagree with me, of course. I like to think of it as, one is, are you sane? Seriously, do I want to work with you? Can I imagine spending the next 2, 3, 4, 7 years of my life with you? It's like marriage. It really is. Are you an interesting girl or a guy? Are you oh, there is something about you. Oh, okay, I don't know what it is, but there's something that tells me we should have another meeting. The other question they would like to answer is it any good? I.e., will I make money, or whatever their take on the is it any good is. Whether, I don't want to go for the money for one reason. If you're pitching to the Arts Council, they're not going to go, am I going to make money on this? If you're pitching to the Arts Council, it's going to be, is this going to justify my job? And I'm not going to be made redundant in 3 months' time when the bankers in Westminster decide to cut our budget a little bit further, and I lose my job. So you have to think about the other guy or the other girl. You have to think what's in it for them. And money often is, absolutely, I agree with you. The money often is the case, but it's not always. If you're pitching to European producer whose all his IMDb records are Rotterdam film festivals, I wouldn't focus on the money so much. Mention it, that this film will make money. I would focus on the human story. I would focus on the child from dysfunctional family, or whatever else you might have in your story that will appeal to that person. However, you are still dealing with the same question. Is this any good? Whatever their definition of good is. And the other one is, are you sane? If you are arrogant in the wrong way, and clearly you're arrogant in a very nice way, I thank you. But if you are arrogant in the wrong way, if you walk in either weak and confused and apologetic, yeah, I feel sorry for you, but business is business. Sure, yeah, I'll have a tea with you, coffee, something, I will gladly meet you and we can chat and whatever, but you're not quite what I need. I need somebody who will give me the confidence that when I go back to the office and I tell them, sorry, what's your name?
Liar.
And when I tell them, I got this woman, Laya, amazing script, really interesting woman, da da da, and when we turn up, when they agree to bring Laya in, they're not going to afterwards say, what were you thinking? They're going to say, you're right, she's really interesting, isn't she? Yeah. So that's what we're after. We are after doing a pitch in which we show ourselves at our best. How do we do that? Not by saying, I'm great, but simply by talking about something else with passion. And even the most shy person has love, passion, hate, whatever it might be, fear and so on, and they're happy to talk about that. Because that's what the project is. And when I sense that passion, look at Jeremy Corbyn and the whole, wherever you sit on the political spectrum, look at this Jeremy Corbyn rise. Jon Snow got down to talking suits, for fuck's sake. What the hell? After he already won. He didn't win, sorry, on how he looked. And he did not win on the Blair, which then Cameron started copying. He won on a quiet passion about an interesting topic that hurts us all. That's film selling. That's what you do. Whatever your personal style, you do not have to be a stand-up comedian, you do not have to be the most comfortable person in the room, you do not have to be the most self-confident person. All you have to do is love your project. So just make sure you choose a good project and love it, you'll be fine. But then give it to me. And finally, I'm okay on time? They're outside, I'm okay on time. And finally, I just want to talk about the hook. The worst example of pitching that 90% of people pitching do is they start telling you the story. I don't want to know your story. I don't have the time to know your story. Whether it's a networking event like this, where I have to try and cover the room, or whether it's a Cannes meeting, where there are other meetings that I have to get to, just like you do, or should, and so on. I don't want to know your story. Just tell me what it's about. It's about fear, it's about hope, it's about hatred, it's about something going well, something going horribly wrong. Let me feel it. Tell me, what is it? Find, and this is how you do it. There are techniques to this. I would like to believe, it's my personal opinion of course, but I would like to believe there are techniques to this. It's easy to do. Look at the tabloids. Just don't buy them, because they're shit, they should be illegal. But look at the tabloids, you can get them online. Even the broadsheets do it, but the tabloids are easier for learning purposes because it's more obvious what they're doing, because they're obvious at what they're doing. Of course, they sell hate. The point is, headline, sub-headline, you already know whether you want to read this article or not. Most recently, I don't know, a woman dies from diet pills. Does she? Fuck. Okay. I want to know more. Of course it's wrong. Of course it's bullshit. However, it's just close enough to the truth for them not to be sued, as we know, time and time again. But the point is, all joking aside, think about what have they done? What they did was, they found the nugget, they found the hook, they found the one little exciting element, and every film has it. Why are you making this story? Is it a revenge? Is it a recovery? Is it growing up? Is it whatever it is? There is something in there that's, is it a story of hope, as the talented lady over there is making at the moment? Is it, what is it? Find that. Start with the headline. I promise you, and you probably have experienced this already. I've been in so many meetings where the meeting starts, I'm so sorry, I only have 5 minutes. Half an hour later, I'm still there. Because they got intrigued. But if I start, well, let me tell you, imagine a rainy night. Oh, well, thank you. You're laughing, exactly. Well, imagine people pitching to you like that. Horrible. Well, don't do it to other people, obviously. So, the point is, find the hook. Don't go with a rainy night. Go with, I'm making a film that is going to completely rethink, I don't know, women's security or something. Whatever it is, I'm making it up now because obviously I don't have a film with a rainy night. I think, no, I don't. Anyway, the point is that you are finding the hook. One technique is to look at the newspapers. Another is to look at Twitter. If you're not on Twitter already, join it. Because you will train yourself to pass on even the most important messages. And more importantly, even the ones that, the rants, the ones that really get you going and you want to talk on about for hours, you're going to get them down to 140 characters, because otherwise it's not going to go on. And before you know it, and those who, how many of you are on Twitter already? There you go, everybody. Then you know what I'm talking about. But what is Twitter? It's finding the essence. You have just spent an hour with customer service from whatever, Virgin Media, doesn't matter. You have just spent an hour. The entire story pisses you off. You could, and you are, many of you are writers, the others are directors, some of you are both, some of you are producers and so on. The point is you could go on for the whole hour, beat by beat, except I don't want you to. I will read the script. Right now, just tell me what's it about. Well, Virgin Media crap. Okay, I get it. What is it? Is it a comedy or a tragedy? I'm going to make a comedy about Virgin Media crap. Okay, I'm with you. What's next? And then little by little, I might, if it's going well, ask, okay, so what happens? Then you can start giving me detail. There is a dog in it. Oh, is there a dog in it? Okay, interesting. Okay, so what about the dog? Or something else, whatever it might be. Are you with me? The other and final technique to look at, of course, is the most obvious one, which is why I'm saving it last. Look at Netflix, look at Amazon, look at LoveFilm, look at whatever your way of accessing movies is, and look at the log lines. And any of you who have, and those of you who haven't, you should do it because it's a wonderful experience. Painful, but wonderful. Any of you who have sent your scripts to script coverage services around the world, a lot of them are in the States, some of you of them are in the UK or whatever, you will get the log line that the reader has summarized. That's a fascinating experience. I've done it with a few scripts now. I do it with all of my feature scripts. The reader who doesn't know you, who is not your friend, who has just taken this script on cold, and she or he have summarized your script in 1 or 2 lines. 9 times out of 10, they've done it better than you. Beautiful. That's how you pitch your script. That's what your story is about. And if I'm in, then I will go into more detail. And in that sense, it is once again like dating. Speed dating works because within 3 seconds or 5 seconds or whatever the mathematics of it are, we know whether we like a person or we don't, whether we're going to click or we don't. And pitching a film is exactly the same. Within those first few seconds, I will know whether this is for me. Not whether you're a genius, of course you are. Not whether your story is important, of course it is. Not whether it will make money, I'm sure it will make money for somebody else. It's just not for me, I'm not doing it. On the other hand, if you have the right one, I will go, ooh, tell me more. Exactly like dating. You may be the most interesting, the most beautiful, the most intelligent person, and the other person, the person on the other side of the table is going, yeah, but I don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Why can't I love this person? Because they're just like perfect. Why do I like the asshole? Or whatever. Because of that, because of the emotional reaction. Give me the emotional reaction, then we'll talk. I'm done 10 minutes. Thank you very much.